Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and tonight I'm going to be talking about Stranger Things Season 4, both parts, Part 1 and Part 2. Now, I know what you're thinking. Y'all saying, Dave, didn't you say Sam was going to be here? And y'all was going to both talk Stranger Things 4? What happened? What happened? Well, listen, right? So, we're going to both do The Boys is a more interesting show to talk about, right? And because neither of us really remember what happened in Stranger Things 4, and I kind of remember a little bit more. I was like, all right, well, hey, I'll do Stranger Things 4, and we could just do The Boys another day. Hold up, that's what's looking different. Hold up. I knew something was looking different in here. Hold on. Give me a second, people. There we go. I had one of my lights was a little dim. I was like, what in the world? But anyway, so we're gonna be talking to boys at a later date. I will let y'all know when. But until then, and in spite of that, why don't y'all remember to subscribe to the channel so y'all can know when we're going to be back in action here with our review of The Boys. Hit that like button down below. Share this video with your friends, family, loved ones, pets, animals, all that good stuff. Help support the channel. And thank you for the support that you've been giving thus far on this channel. It really means a lot. It's really been helping us strive to keep going. We have new things coming up on the horizon. So definitely stay tuned for that. It's about to be a brand new era of BrickWall, and we're excited about it. I'm definitely excited about it. And I can't wait for you guys to see it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy bringing it to you on the regular basis. So anyway, Stranger Things Season 4. Let's see. So this was released. The first half of the season was released in May of this year, and the second half was released just earlier this month, as a matter of fact. And the second part was like 2 episodes. The first was like 4 episodes, I think. No, I actually don't know. Hold on, let me look. I told you I don't remember. 7 episodes were released in May, and 2 episodes were released in July. And it's the continuation of the Stranger Things saga, which I'm not even gonna lie to you. Every time I watch Stranger Things, I completely forget what the show is about. So like, I guess it's about, and I'm the worst person right now, but I believe, if I remember correctly, Stranger Things is about a group of kids who become friends with a telepathic girl, and but it turns out she was raised in like a lab or facility or something like that, and there's this alternate dimension known as the Upside Down, where there are monsters known as demigorgons. That's what they call them because the kids, they all play Dungeons and Dragons. And the whole series is pretty much about them trying to close the Upside Down. On the first season, they were trying to find their friend Will. The second season, they were trying to continue to close the Upside Down. The third season, something else happened. And then the Upside Down started to try to come through to the real world or something like that. Some Russians or something was trying to bring it up or something like that. And in this season here, we finally get more backstory on not just Elle, who is the girl with the telepathic powers, but we get more backstory on the Upside Down, as well as who is the creator of the Upside Down and how they had connections to Elle and Papa, who is the guy who raised Elle in the facility that she was raised in. We get to see some further character arcs between Mike and Elle, and Will and his probably very gay infatuation with Mike, which that wasn't a slight, that wasn't me being shady or nothing, but like it's obvious that Will's gay. It's very obvious. The other cast of characters, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be remembering none of these kids' names except for Mike and Will, because everybody's always screaming out their names. And the boy too, Dustin. And Dustin, that's a shame though that I don't remember. Lucas. Yeah, so it's Elle, Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Will. Those are the 5 kids we follow. We get to see some of their new arcs and how far they've come in high school and things like that. So there's really interesting stories on that front, seeing those character arcs develop. This show is set in I think this current season, matter of fact, is set in the 86. Yeah, so this whole series is set in the 80s, just different points in the 80s, like obviously. So it's like an homage to the 80s, homage to old thing like Stephen King stuff, and all that big popular things that was around during the 80s. But this season in particular, like let me stay on track with this. So it's 8 months after the end of the third season, and it's kind of split into different it's split into like different stories. So you got the main five kids, well, not even the main five. You got the Hawkins crew, which consists of Dustin, Max, Lucas, and Erica. Erica's Lucas' sister. Steve, Nancy, Robin, Eddie. I mean, if you watch the show, you already know who these people are. If you don't, then I'm not the right person to explain this entire show to you. So you got that group there, and they're trying to figure out what happened to somebody who was killed. And Eddie, who was like a newer character in this, he's blamed for her murder because she was the last person. He was the last person to see the girl who died before she died, and she just happened to die in his house. But that was a part of the bad guy, Vecna. He was he ended up killing her with his upside down powers and contorted her bones all types of way and took her eyes out. So that's how she died. But of course, like I said, Eddie is being blamed for the murder. So this is that storyline there follows pretty much them trying to find Eddie, figure out what's going on, and pretty much clear his name. And just again, just figure out what's going on. So that's the first storyline. The second storyline is there's Mike, who was Elle's boyfriend. He's visiting Elle, Will, and Jonathan out in California. So they all, Elle, Will, and Jonathan, they all moved out to California with, and these are the people, Elle, of course, like I said, she's a telepathic girl. Will, he's a boy that was kidnapped in the first season, and Jonathan is his brother. So when there's things going on in Hawkins, they pretty much, there's these two scientists that track down Elle, Dr. Martin Breener and Sam Owens. I forget which one is Papa, but that's the people who raised her in the lab and everything like that. They come to her and they need to help her regain her powers so that she can be able to fight off the thing in the upside down. So that's the second storyline that's going. In the third plot line, it follows Joyce, who is Will and Jonathan's mom, and this guy named Murray. They're going to Russia. They're trying to figure out how to save Hopper, who was the cop, and Elle's adopted dad. They're trying to figure out how to get him out of Russia because they find out he's still alive and that he's been being held as a prisoner there and things like that. So all these storylines, as disconnected as they may sound, they do definitely come together. They do make sense when they come together, and it's a really compelling story. It does have all the things that you enjoy from Stranger Things. I'm gonna just go through. I think it'll be easier to talk about each plot line and how I felt about it. The first plot line, with Dustin and Max and Erica and all them, I thought that plot line was really interesting. It was really the crux of the entire show, really. I thought it was fun to watch. I like Dustin. I think everyone likes Dustin. He's like a fan favorite, I think. So it's really kind of cool to see him, and not just him, but Lucas and Steve and Nancy. I mean, it's kind of cool to see all of them kind of they're on their different paths in life. You know what I mean? Like they have different things going for them. And Lucas, he's not into the Dungeons and Dragons like he used to be because he's like a basketball star on the school basketball team. So, and then just the whole mystery, or not even the whole mystery, but the whole suspense of, are they going to be able to clear Eddie's name before one of the jocks who was dating the girl that died inside of Eddie's house, before he comes and pretty much kills him, because he's on like this really crazy rampage. He gives amazing speeches to hype up crowds to go and do anything. Like, he's a dangerous guy, but he's out to get vengeance. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm gonna kill Eddie and bring him to justice. That's how I'm bringing him to justice. I'm gonna kill him, or I'm gonna make him face and repent for his sins, because he thinks that the entire Hellfire Club, which is where they play Dungeons and Dragons, he thinks that that's a satanic club ritual or something like that. So, it's interesting. Like I said, I like that storyline a lot. Like I said, it's the backbone of the entire season. So, of course, you end up either loving it or hating it. But if you don't like that one, I like that one. But if you don't like that one, then maybe the second plot line will get you. Where which I think this one was the weakest one, honestly, because it was really, for me, this one has Mike, L, Will, and Jonathan. Um, I don't know, it just felt like a lot of Will wanting to tell Mike that he was in love with him, but Mike being like, "Nah, bro, I'm with my girl," and then it's some pretty you see Elle getting bullied a lot, and she kind of like not beats, but she clocks the mess out of this girl with a roller skate, and I kind of wish she would have done a little bit more to that girl because that girl was a straight, you know, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like the bullying storyline just because I was just like, wow, like kids are really assholes, but this is excessive. Why are we picking on Elle like this? Like Elle didn't do nothing to nobody. Like why? And then like the teachers kind of let that shit fly, and it's just like teachers, like what are y'all here for? Why are y'all letting this girl get bullied like this? Like. And so, the teacher did like the bare minimum to help Elle out, like in the middle of the class. And this girl was like openly embarrassing her, like talking trash about Hopper, who the kids in the class only know him as her dad. So it's just like they talking trash about her dead relative that she feels is her hero for the project. Like it's crazy. It's so unnecessary. But to me, that's just the weakest plot line, though. I mean, until like Elle gets away from the rest of them and it's kind of on her own, because that's what the story turns into. It's just like Will, Mike, and Jonathan trying to find Elle while Elle is trying to get her powers back to save the world. So that's the most revealing part, though, because you do learn about Vecna, you learn about her, some more about her time in the Upside Down, and some other, not the Upside Down, but the facility she was raised in. You know what I'm saying? You find out more, that you see more of the other kids that were raised up in that program with the powers and everything like that. So it's really interesting. It's really good reveal on that end, and that's where a lot of the tension and the action comes from. The last storyline I do think is the second best, though, and that's the one with Joyce trying to find Hopper. That's the most comedic one. That one feels like a. And I heard somebody say this before, and I do agree. Even though I wasn't a big fan of these movies, or not big fan, but I didn't watch all of these movies. But they do feel like Indiana Jones movies. Like, and by that I mean like they feel like adventure movies. Like that whole third plot line just feels like one big adventure film. Like, and I enjoyed it. I thought that was good. Like I said, second best storyline. I had a lot of fun watching those characters just try to maneuver through. Meeting up with the Russian spy who then turns them over and betrays them. I love that. I like that. I really had fun watching that. Matter of fact, I think that's actually my top favorite plot line. And then it would be the Hawkins crew, and then it will be Mike and Will. So yeah, so I enjoy, like I said, the storylines are good. And then the whole reveal of Vecna and how he ended up in the Upside Down pretty much was the main antagonist for the entire series. I thought that was cool. I thought it was really interesting how they split up the episodes. How they dropped the first 7, and then they dropped the last 2. Like how they had that gap in between. I thought it was really good. It kind of built suspense, and it ended both parts end on cliffhangers, which I'm excited for the 5th season. It's just too bad we're not getting that to about 2024 or so. So I mean, it's gonna be a long wait, and I'm gonna forget what the show's about again. But I mean, yeah, I'm still excited to see where it goes. Of course, we all know that this season has made popular a very mid '80s song called "Running Up the Hill" or something like that. And everyone loves that song. Well, not everyone loves the song, but the song's being played a lot, it's getting more streams and everything. I listen to the song. It's not as epic as they make it in the show, because the show does some real epic stuff with that song, obviously, because it's used at pivotal moments. But I mean, the song ain't really that good. I don't know why I'm talking about the song like that. No disrespect to the artist. I mean, it's a good song, but the show makes it like elevated, where it's just like the song basic. It's like, oh, okay, that's a good song. That's a nice little song there. But yeah, so like I said, I mean, there's really not much else I could say about this show, really, or this season, rather. I'm pretty sure by now you've watched this. If you're watching this review by now, you've probably definitely seen the 4th season of Stranger Things. But yeah, so that's my point of view on it, though. Like I said, I thought it was pretty good. I can't wait to see what happens next. ended on a great cliffhanger. I think it's going to be a great final season when it happens. So I'm excited to see that. The Duffer Brothers are doing good with this. The cast is doing good, but let's hurry up and get that last season out before they be up here like, oh, I'm still in high school. We gotta save Hawkins. Like it is because these kids are getting old. Like they're getting old. I looked at a clip from like the first season. I was like, holy shit, they were small. They were tiny, and now they're just like they're grown people. They're adults. I mean, it happens, but they gotta hurry up and finish this up before these kids, like I said, before they be looking like old people. You feel me? But my rating of the season, though, as a whole, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, some of the story elements were weak. Some of the plot lines I thought were weaker than others. But when it's something that you enjoy, if you latch onto a plot line, you're gonna enjoy it because we get to spend enough time with these characters. Each episode is about um like over 40 minutes long, and the last 2 episodes are like full length movies, like hour and a half, 2.5 hours. So you get a good bit. Like I said, they don't waste the time either. You get to spend time with these characters. If you enjoy this storyline right here, then you get to spend time with the storyline. If you enjoy this other storyline here, you can spend that time with that storyline. So, and all of them, like, they connect. It all connects very seamlessly and very well. So it's fun. It's good. So it's a good watch. It's worth the watch. And if you haven't tuned into Stranger Things in a long time, then make this the time that you maybe get into it. I don't know if you have time. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Remember to subscribe subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed my review. And stay tuned to the channel because we'll be back talking about the latest season of The Boys. Can't wait to bring that to you. And of course, I'll be around doing other reviews in the meantime. But until then, stay cool, stay easy, stay breezy. And as always, just be careful out there. Stay cool if you're in a real hot area. So emphasis on stay breezy. And peace.